So this is the final, it's the third of three problems from homework set 34 that we're going to do. 488.69, you have 70 assigned. And for once, we're establishing an identity that might somehow be useful, because this is asking you to show, to give a rule for the sum, and therefore you could derive the difference of the secant. All right, so how are we going to do that? I think you probably now are versed in this stuff well enough to know that we might just turn this secant into a cosine, equivalent cosine, and work with the cosine until it's time to transfer it back into this form. So let's just see how that works. Here is the secant of alpha plus beta. We're going to call that 1 over the cosine of alpha plus beta, and then we're going to insert the formula for the cosine of alpha plus beta, which is cosine alpha, cosine beta. It's got a plus, so a minus goes here, sine alpha, sine beta. So it's always a good idea to look up where we're heading. And we see we've got something going for us here that looks good, and in fact it gives us a little direction as to what to do next. Because I started with just a single expression on the left is equal to this single expression, but this single expression has a sum, has a difference down at the bottom. Well, now so is this, right? And in fact, if I want a 1, why don't I just divide both top and bottom by sine alpha, sine beta? And I'll put a 1 right there. And I'm going to end up with what I want everywhere, right? So I'm going to show it like that. All over cosine alpha, cosine beta gets divided by sine alpha, sine beta. Sine alpha, sine beta gets divided by sine alpha, sine beta. So we're pretty close now. And in fact, we're there when we just kind of throw back in the reciprocal properties, because 1 over the sine is the cosecant of alpha, 1 over the sine of beta is the cosecant of beta, cosine alpha over cosine beta is the cotangent alpha, cosine beta over sine beta is the cotangent of beta. 1 is 1. And that's what we're looking for. Secant of alpha plus beta is this expression, as we were trying to show.